All right, hey guys, Randall Sampson here. We are here so excited. We are on the East Coast, Eastern Standard Time, and we are reaching all the way out to the West Coast of America in Washington State with our very special guest. But before we get started, we also have the first co-captain extraordinaire, which is Brandi Reams here at the Wakelet Boathouse. So
Hi
welcome
guys.
aboard. We're excited to hear what you guys want to say about some of the stuff that you're going to hear about and participate in. So without further ado, Brandi, please introduce yourself.
My name is Brandi Reams. I'm from North Carolina. I am a Wakelet ambassador. All things Wakelet here. And we are here with Katie Exum. I have been following her collections for a while now, and I'm so excited about everything that she has to share. As a fellow lower grades teacher, it's really inspiring to see other educators using the platform in this way. So I hope that you will find her collections just as interesting and intriguing as I do. Katie, tell us a little bit about yourself and what we're going to see here.
So I teach at a kindergarten through third grade school, and I was a classroom teacher, and then I moved into a media specialist position where kids would come to me, and we would do some engaging like computer-based lessons, and then with budget cuts, that position was eliminated last school year, so I find myself in a reading specialist position, which is awesome because I'm still working with all the kids in the school and really getting to support them. But what I was really sad about was how all of the lessons I had put together and worked so hard to curate all these resources for the media position, all that just, I felt like that was just going to disappear. And then how was I going to support those classroom teachers who are now trying to put together lessons in their own class. So when I discovered Wakelet, I thought, oh my goodness, this is going to be amazing for me to take all that hard work I've done over the past 8 years and start putting those resources in the collections that I can share out with my teachers. So I started just in my own school sharing out resources, and then teachers at other schools started to hear about it, and we have like a teacher Facebook page, so started sharing stuff out there, and then finally I got brave and shared some public, and realized that there's other people that could benefit from the collections that I was putting together, and then started collaborating with people, so it's just been really an amazing experience.
Well, we're glad to have you on the Wakelet wave.
Yay!
Yay! So what made you kind of like, think about the transition besides just like the closing, because it's like a mental transition, right? So transition from outside of the classroom, because when you're in college, that's all you want to do is work with the kids. So
right, yeah.
How was that transition outside of the classroom for you?
You know, I really love being able to connect with the students in areas other than in the classroom, because I feel like I get to know other sides of their little personalities. I do a lot of work in our school library with putting together after school programs and during recess, like alternative recess programs. So it really, I feel like I can serve those kids in a capacity that I couldn't do when I was in the classroom.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. So let's take a look at your collection. I'm going to scroll down in your collection, and you have a whole bunch of really cool collections.
They're really
all very elementary based.
Yeah, so it's just like awesome. And I think, before we got started with this, we all noticed like this pretty cool collection right here. We're not going to talk about it, but this is like an awesome collection. And sadly, St. Patrick's Day has been canceled around the world.
Due to the one on the left.
Oh my goodness, the one on the left has caused it. So you have like some very awesome collections here. But for today, we're going to focus on this other collection that you have, the engineering challenge. And so how did you even come up like the name and the concept? What was behind this?
So I live in the Puget Sound region, and in my community, we have the Puget Sound Naval Shipyard, we have the Bangor Sub Base, and we have the Keyport area. And all three of those are very big on engineering and working with our federal government. So we have a lot of engineers in our community. I happen to be at a Title I school, so our students are a little bit higher poverty, and so being able to reach out to the community of engineers and connect them with our students has been really a big factor in our school. And so I wanted to, for Engineers Week, kind of share out some resources of different lesson plans, different books, videos, activities to really get those younger kids motivated and think, oh yeah, I could take this career path, and there are resources available there.
All right, so this is like your landing page. So first of all, your pages are like so crisp and clean and neat. So before we get into like the actual content, are you like some kind of design professional? This is like a HGTV design, teacher design summer challenge. I mean, this is amazing.
These really hard.
I actually started just challenging myself to figure out how to use Google Drawings, because I didn't know what I was doing in there. And I thought, you know what, I want to figure this out. And so I started kind of reaching out to other people that knew what they were doing and getting some ideas and playing around with it. And I didn't know what to do with all these things I was creating. So there we go. They're my Wakelet covers.
All right, so just a quick little plug. I'm sure you could do like a collection of creating Wakelet covers using Google Drawings.
Yeah.
And then put it into like a collection because this is like amazing. This is awesome.
That's definitely something that I would check out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to think about that.
So we're gonna kind of like just scroll down a little bit just to kind of take a look to see what you have here. But the format looks a little bit different. And I'm noticing like it's not like the linear kind of format. So what format did you use to kind of put things into this eclectic mode?
I believe we're in the mood board on this one.
Yeah,
I liked the look of it because I felt like I've got kind of a mix of videos and websites and resources that, you know, and I kind of felt like it's not a collection that has to go in order. You can just kind of see it all out there and think, oh, you know what, I teach really young kids, I'm gonna click on Sesame Street. Or, you know what, I have kind of older kids, hey, what's that Imagineering project, you know? So I thought kind of trying to reach a little bit across the spectrum of elementary school, teachers might be able to find some things that spark their interest.
So I see a good mix of materials here, talking about different topics within engineering. Did you have any specific guidelines that you went by when picking these resources?
So I run the makerspace at my school, so I tried to pick activities that either I had already been looking into or things I had used in my classes or things that other teachers had recommended to me.
Okay. Now, do you guys have like some kind of a district-wide curriculum that you have to follow, or what kind of inspires you or keeps you on track with the resources that you provide for kids?
So I'm always looking at the next generation science standards. I'm looking at the ISTE standards and just trying to work in those activities into the programs that I'm running. And then we also have a focus on the social emotional learning, which I feel is a big theme in a lot of my collections, as well as this engineering one where we're talking about perseverance and we're talking about you know, getting up and trying things again, and that it's normal for engineers to fail and to have to keep trying. And I tried to throw in a lot of some different picture books and things that I've been reading with the kids to try and just kind of build those themes of perseverance and collaboration.
Wow, this is absolutely amazing. So are you gonna like present any of this like an ISTE? Because this totally needs to be a featured presentation. ISTE, are you listening? Feature presentation, right?
Yeah, I think I missed the boat on ISTE for this year, and fingers crossed it still happens because I am going to attend.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to share out these resources because I think there's just amazing things available that teachers don't always have the time to go and figure it all out. So I try to make it as easy for my teachers as possible.
Absolutely. I love that you have a kind of a mixed collection here. You have literacy mixed in with math and science. You know, you really reach that STEM to like the fullest degree. You know, there's everything here that a teacher would need to cross curriculum.
Mm-hmm. So one of the projects I've been working on, and I forgot my example at school, but I've been taking all of these STEM-based picture books, and I'd love to make a collection for each one. And then I've been printing the QR code to the collection and sticking it right on the book. So when the teacher comes into the library, they can scan that. Then they can find the materials for the lessons right there in the library, check everything once, and then do the activities.
This girl's a rock star.
Oh, absolutely. That's why she's featured.
I would not have thought about that.
Isn't that amazing? So there's like, you just lit the world on fire for other teachers out there. That's the
goal. The goal is like teachers have so much to plan, and they're just working really hard. So if there's any way I can support them and help get this information to the kids and inspire these young learners, that is my goal.
People are going to walk into my classroom soon and see QR codes on all of my books.
Yeah.
It's the QR code.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, this is great. So is there anything else that you want people to know about creating their own collection like this that's either STEM focused or arts focused or literature focused or, whatever it is, where they can curate information all together?
I think my favorite feature about Wakelet is I have the Chrome extension, which has made it just lightning quick to go through and find those resources and then just enter them into my collections. And I feel like Wakelet is a way for me to organize my resources. I'm notorious for screenshotting everything that I see that for ideas for my class, and then going, oh my goodness, my photos are just filled with screenshots of all these lesson ideas. So now I can use Wakelet to kind of just for my own purposes of organization, kind of put those lessons into the different collections. So when I'm ready to visit that topic at school, I can just pull it right up. So I've been sharing this with teachers like, hey, you know what? You're really interested in this or that. And Wakelet's the way to help you organize that and be able to go back and find it later.
Yeah. So is Wakelet, teachers are always worried about having to pay for one more thing. Yeah. What is the financial burden like using Wakelet?
Yeah, Wakelet's free. It's amazing. And my whole goal is to share out free resources. So I'm always looking for those free resources for teachers, and they love that.
Right. That's probably going to be one of the biggest selling point as far as educators goes. That's usually the first question they ask before they actually explore a platform is, what is this going to cost me, or will my district pay for that? So
yeah. And how long is it going to stay for free, right? So right. And the great thing about Wakelet, they said it's free and it'll always be free, and this is kind of the process that we have, and we want teachers to really engage. So that's awesome.
That's amazing. Hey guys, I hate to say this, but in the rush of leaving school today, I forgot my power cord. So I'm getting a 3-minute warning on my computer. I'm so embarrassed.
You are all good. We have about 30 seconds left. So we will leave you with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to spare. Okay. All right. So we're going to wrap this up. Brandi, if you can just take us home. And if there's anything that you want to say as some closing words, and Katie, if there's anything that you want to say as we summarize this whole process.
I just want to say thank you for joining us, Katie. I mean, you have truly blown my mind with some of the things that you have mentioned. They are definitely things that I can see myself taking back into my classroom. And so I hope that other educators watching this will find some things that they can take back as well. And it's really versatile. You're K-3, but I can see this being beneficial up through high school. And so I'm really excited about everything that you've shared, and just thank you for being here with us today.
Well, thank you for having me. I just feel very inspired that, oh my goodness, there's a way for me to share things that are actually people are appreciating. So that always feels good. But yeah, I love that it's so easy, that it's free, and that it is just a great resource for educators.
All right. Well, hey guys, you heard it here first from one of our dynamic teachers, Katie, out in Washington State. And everybody stay safe and make sure that you wash
your hands.
It's free, it's easy, and it's fun to do. Just sing happy birthday to yourself.
2 times.
2 times. That's right. That's right. Well, hey guys, continue to ride the Wakelet wave and join us here at the Boathouse and have fun. Bye.
Bye.